different?
There are nuances. I can understand some,
Okay.
but most of the time, yes. But there are some words that are different.
Yeah. So we will say that the French language kind of was due to the colonization, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So everyone basically speaks French in Haiti?
No.
No.
Everyone speak Creole,
Everyone. Okay.
but only probably 20 to 30% of people who, if
Mhm.
you went to school, yes,
Yes. Yeah.
you speak French.
Wow, that's amazing. We do have a language but our language is called Nushi. So this is actually we call it the street language. So we don't study that at school. So, but people have created their own dictionary, and yeah, I don't know a lot of the word about it. So people kind of make fun of me whenever I'm not able to speak. But it was really interesting for me to see that Creole is actually a language and is not like a broken French or something like that.
No,
And
because if I'm speaking Creole with somebody from France, like a Frenchman,
yeah, yeah,
that person wouldn't understand a word.
yes,
So if it was a broken French,
uh-huh.
that person probably would pick up something, but no, they have no clue when the Haitians speak Creole. No
Yes.
clue.
Wow, wow, that's amazing. I did like when you talk about the culture of Haiti, mastering the language and mastering the culture, and you mentioned that there are some few people that went in, writers that went to Haiti and then spent kind of like 5 days there and then started, writing all the things that they know about Haiti. I think it was definitely like a little bit of an eye opening. How long would you say it takes for people to, grasp the culture of someone else in order for them to have the in order for them to have like some kind of like a sense of what they can talk about?
So if you go as a tourist for a few days or a few weeks,
Yeah.
there's no way you don't understand all the nuance of anybody's culture, really.
Yeah.
So when I came here, it took, I mean, if you're not living
Mm-hmm.
and doing with the people,
Yes.
so there's no way you will understand. First, you have to master the language
Yeah.
because language
It's key.
is key.
Yeah.
So if you cannot talk to the people, if you don't understand them, so sometimes, like Haitian culture, people do gesture. So if you understand those gesture while they talk, you probably wouldn't understand. You think somebody is mad.
Yes.
Actually, they are like making a joke or they're explaining something to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but if you're not living with the people and see their everyday life or their everyday talk, or there's no way you'll write about culture because it's going to be difficult because
Yeah.
of a language barrier.
Yeah. So at what point, when while you were studying, theology, at what point did you actually decided to, you know, um, write a book? When was the time when it was that click and you said, "Oh, I actually need to write a book," or I kind of like need to change my mindset. At what time did that happen? At what point?
So I had a teacher. His name was Clifton Clark.
Okay.
So he was teaching in Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
So he's African American, and but his parents were from Ghana, and he was teaching there.
Mm-hmm.
So he was also my teacher of African indigenous churches.
Okay.
So I found a lot of similarities between African culture and African theology with Haiti. So I wrote a paper about it, and he encouraged me to, hey, maybe you can expand on that.
Okay.
So that was the starting point of
Starting the book and all that.
yes.
Yeah. Wow. That's really amazing. So did you even, I feel like when you were writing the book, I'm sure you asked questions yourself and tried to figure out the answers.
I did. Actually, I used to preach in my dad's church.
Okay.
And then when I look back, I said, maybe I should not even know what. I would not preach that sermon again. If I knew what I
If
know
I
now.
knew at the time,
Yeah.
yes, I think is the retrospective is kind of nice. Thank you for sharing that. I think we're gonna jump into this is like my favorite chapter because I do have a lot of questions. It's chapter 3. It talks about voodoo, the misunderstood religion.
Hmm.
Why did you even pick that title?
Well, that's because a lot of people have different idea what voodoo is.
Okay.
So by
Mm-hmm.
watching movies here,
Yeah.
or what about seeing something on YouTube,
Uh-huh.
but there is a different. There are two different voodoo.
Uh-huh.
What American call voodoo, spelling VOODOO,
Uh-huh.
which is completely. This is not practiced in Haiti.
Okay. And that is the witchcraft kind.
Yes, that voodoo
Uh-huh.
that you see in the movies, like during Halloween, or
Oh, so that is voodoo.
that's voodoo, New Orleans type.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
This
But
is not the
voodoo.
voodoo. That's VODOU.
Uh-huh.
That's the bulk of Asian culture.
Okay.
It's not only a religion, but it's our culture.
Yeah. But you know that to be honest, actually I didn't know that there was two different type of voodoo. And for me, from what I've heard and what you will definitely see on TV, voodoo is all about, witchcraft.
Yeah, doll and somebody speaking somebody.
I
Yes.
know.
Yeah, but
Incantation. So
yeah,
for me, whenever I see it, I'm like, this is witchcraft. You know, for me, every time I see it, because that's how I kind of like grew up. How you from some preacher that you listen to, this is what that it is. So, okay, what can you tell me? Give us a little bit of a definition of what is. You said Asian voodoo. What is it?
so like any other religion, Haitian voodoo is a
Mm-hmm.
system of belief.
Mm-hmm.
So they believe for a higher power. Like actually, they believe in God. This is the Christian God actually.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not some gods out there,
Mm-hmm.
but also some spirits, what they call Loa.
Okay.
So they think
Uh-huh.
that God is too high up to be messing up with the world.
Uh-huh.
So he give authority to these lesser gods, what they call spirits or angels. Or
Okay.
so then these lesser spirits now have control over the world. So this is they need to get in touch with not God directly. So they do know there is a God, and but they don't.
But they interact more with the different spirits
Yes,
because they believe that God is a bit distant.
they big distant, and God delegate that authority to those spirits.
We're gonna get back to that. But one of the thing that you mentioned is you said Haitians themselves are in part responsible for the negative publicity of voodoo. Why is that?
So, with missionaries that came in,
Yeah.
so they bring Christian. Not they didn't bring. They bring Protestantism or Christianity. So these Haitian who have been westernized think that maybe we've been worshiping the devil as
Yes,
these
yes.
people are told us. So these people believe, these Haitians believe that yeah, it's true. If those missionaries said
It's the devil, that
it's the devil,
means it's the
that is the
devil.
devil.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Do you think maybe they didn't have the confidence at the time to kind of like advocate for the culture or the religion? So that's why they kind of like, brush it to the side and say, hey, you know what? We're just going to say whatever they say is okay. Or is it really also tied down with, slavery at the time and all that?
when something foreign came in, and especially if there's like social advantage to it,
Yes. Yeah.
so you believe what they say,
Uh-huh.
and so that you can get the advantage. So
Yes.
whether it is healthcare, school, food,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So and that's what happened.
Yeah. Wow. So also one of the things that you mentioned is there have been like fictitious travels account and articles, of people come going there and kind of developing those movies about zombies and all that. I'm trying to understand how did it even became that, they just go there and come back and try to create those movies. I don't really see the relations.
Well, you can do it with money. You can have anything really. So back in the 40s and
Yeah.
50s, so Haiti used to have a lot of uh, the tourism was like a lot. That was the main attraction in Haiti. So people heard about voodoo, and
Okay.
they go to Haiti to see the ceremonies or to
Yes.
see.
Yes.
They want to participate. They want to see it.
Uh-huh.
So we have what we call some charlatans. They'll put on a show for them,
Okay. Okay.
and people believe those were fake, and people really believe that they were actively at a voodoo ceremony where it was like, okay, it's for money. I'm going to put a show for you, but it was all fake.
Oh, wow.
So and like if you knew, if you're not from there, then you believe that well, yeah,
This is actually
this is
what it
actually what
is.
voodoo is,
Yes.
and then you go home and write about it.
Okay. But can you tell me about what a voodoo ceremony? I hope I'm saying it right. What a voodoo ceremony looks like?
So
Is
like
it like a church
it's
service?
like a church service.
Mm-hmm.
So they invoke the spirit, they call on the spirit.
Okay.
So they have some rituals,
Uh-huh.
like powder and stuff.
Okay.
And they have their own ritual, like any other religion.
Okay. Okay.
But when people see those, it's like, let's say, the Catholic Church. So when they have all of these smokes
The
and all of these
songs and
sermons and
all
all of
the
that, it's the
singing
same
and all
thing.
that. Okay.
So every religion has their rituals. It's just a ritual.
Okay.
But if you look for the devil in that,
Uh-huh.
that's already in your mind. It's not, but those people know that they're not calling. Actually, they would be surprised if you don't
No,
tell them if
but
they
I'm
rush.
assuming that some of those singing and incantation is actually you because you mentioned that people are actually calling out or praying to the small spirit because they believe that God is distant, right?
Right.
So when they're doing those singings and all that, so I'm assuming they're calling the spirits, right? Or
They're
no?
calling the spirit.
Okay.
They're calling the spirit. It's like a prayer.
Yeah.
So if
Okay.
since there are like over hundreds of spirits, so everybody's looking for their needs.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if you're looking for love, then you're looking for the spirit of love. If you're looking for money, then okay, then you. So it's
But
like prayer.
but what do you think? I know that you're from there. I know that it's part of your culture. But as you becoming a Christian and knowing about the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, let's put the culture aside. What do you think about that practice?
I think it's just like they don't know.
Okay.
It's just like, okay, they don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
It's like they worship, they know they worship God, but they have a wrong view of God,
Okay.
a wrong view of the Spirit. So instead of trying to steer them in the right direction, but people are trying to cast them aside.
Yes.
And they keep doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So if there is a conversation with them, say, hey, maybe it's your view of God that is wrong. God is not that distant. You don't. I talked about that in my conclusion. So if it's not that they don't know about God, they just have a wrong view of God. So if you have a wrong view of God, so your relationship with God is going to be different.
Of course, it's going to be different.
So it's not like they don't know about the Spirit, but it's not in their.
Yeah.
It's not in their mind.
Yeah.
So until somebody point them out to them, but it's hard because you don't want to be around them if you protested. Why? Because because you're scared, or because why? Because they need somebody to tell them.
Yeah. Have you had maybe a conversation with people after you've written that book, and some of them kind of had that, maybe like a different perspective when it comes to, the book or even the culture, you know, in general.
Actually, somebody questioned me about that chapter
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and said the person would not agree that
Mm-hmm.
the belief is that, okay, yeah, these people worship the devil
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's not the right spirit. There's only one spirit. I say,
Mm-hmm.
well, it's true. There's only one spirit.
Yes.
But if you don't know what you don't know, you don't know.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So yeah, I see your point. So it's not about judging them. It's about kind of like trying different ways to change their mindset of their view of God. Instead of judging them and say. But don't you think that sometimes when you're too deep, you can't get out?
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Look what Paul did in Athens when
Mhm.
these people were. It's like they were voodooists. Also, they were worshiping this God they
Mhm.
don't even know about.
Yes. Yes.
So he didn't say, hey. He talked to them and said, hey, okay, that God you said, the unknown God that you worshiping,
Mhm.
he's right there.
Yes.
They didn't say, hey, what the heck you talking about?
Yeah.
So, but I think it's the same way. It's not like
Mhm.
they're too deep. It's just like, okay,
Yeah.
nobody had a conversation with them.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Wow. That's really. Thank you for. I think you giving me like a history lesson today, because I read the chapter and I was a little bit, asking myself a lot of questions too. Because from the things that I've heard from other people, I didn't know it was definitely kind of like a like a cultural thing, and it was actually different from, you know, what did you say? He said voodoo, voodoo,
yeah, and voodoo.
voodoo. Okay,
Yeah.
so that was.
So, like I said, I'm not a
Mm-hmm.
voodooist.
Okay,
I don't practice voodoo.
good to know.
But I'm a voodooist as a Haitian.
Okay,
It's two different things.
so give me the difference.
So a
You don't
voodooist,
practice, yeah.
is the person who practices the
Okay.
voodoo religion,
Mm-hmm.
like a Haitian who practice voodoo. So they
Okay.
do the ceremonies, they go to their temple, they do everything.
Okay.
So I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But there's part of that culture that is a voodooism.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm walking down the road in Haiti
Mm-hmm.
and I come into the crossroad
Mm-hmm.
and I see three pennies
Mm-hmm.
on the street, like some rocks around them,
Yeah.
I know exactly what it is
Yes.
because it's part of the culture. Like a foreigner would not know
Uh-huh. What
because
it
it's
is.
not that
It's
what
not
it
part of
is.
the
It's not
culture.
part of the
Yeah.
culture.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, but I know exactly what it's there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if I see a red scarf
Mm-hmm.
on a banana tree,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know exactly why they put it there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm Haitian, because I know, hey, keep away or
Yes.
just to scare you.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
but as a foreigner, you would just like, hey,
Okay.
it's nothing to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. And I was reading the part about the African connections. You said that Haitian Creole or Haitian Voodoo has unique characteristic because it has its origin from Fon, the Ewe, the Yoruba, and also Benin as well in West Africa. Because I've also heard of Voodoo in Benin,
Right.
and from my perspective of Voodoo in Benin is witchcraft. So I don't know if is the same as Haiti, where is they also have different word and their practices differently, But it was really good to know that is they're kind of like it is connected, but how is it connected in Senegal? That was very interesting.
Yeah, from the slave trade.
Yes.
So a lot of people, a lot of tribes came from different regions,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
but they brought their religion with them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But what happened is, religion evolves. So
Yes, of course.
over time,
Mm-hmm.
either you lose something or pick up something.
Yeah, yeah.
So they pick up from different tribes, some of them kept their main tradition,
Mm-hmm.
but it evolved. So you can see there is no two.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to Haiti, there is no two similar voodoo ceremony.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you can,
Yeah, it's all different.
yeah, it's all different
Yeah.
because it's a family thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like a. It's not. They don't have.
Mm-hmm.
It's something universal. Like you go to a Protestant church,
Mm-hmm.
you know exactly how the service is gonna come, how the service end.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in voodoo, there's something like that. There's nothing.
So would you say that it was mainly kind of like, part of the culture, kind of like voodoo started it because, people wanted to stay true to the culture as, the slavery trade, happened. They wanted to at least stay close to the culture and not forget about, their home and where they came from. So that's how the culture kind of like started it and evolved.
Yeah, slavery did a lot of wrongs,
Mm-hmm.
and when you're doing hard labor
Yes.
and you need to get going, that's singing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why singing is part of. It's really a big part of the voodoo ceremony because it's doing slavery. You have to keep singing
You have to keep singing. Yeah.
and
yeah.
beat the drum so that you can
Yeah.
be alive.
Yeah.
So they kept part of that culture, and then they're getting together as a family.
Mm-hmm.
Since you lost your family, you have to create families
Mm-hmm.
with the people around you.
Mm-hmm.
So since people get separated during slavery, like
You have to create your own family.
your own family, and then
Yeah.
you could be two different people from two different tribes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's mostly how the Creole came to be, actually,
Yeah.
because people didn't understand each other, so they have to create their own language.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Since they couldn't understand French,
Yes.
but
yeah.
they have to communicate anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why different words from different tribes in Africa came into Creole.
Yeah. I think I want to come back to the distant God that we talked about, and you also mentioned that if we don't actually have those conversations with people, they wouldn't know that God is actually not distant. But one of the things that you also mentioned is it was because you came here and you were exposed to another culture. That's how you kind of started to ask those questions and kind of like started to write the book. But my question is, it's not everyone who has will have the opportunity or the ability to come into a different culture, right? So, how will people change their mindset if they're still back there? If they're still thinking about, that God is distant? What are the ways or the different things that we can kind of think about to have those conversations?
So you don't need to take one person.
You see what?
It only takes one person.
Okay.
So if I have that conversation with you,
Yes. Yeah.
then you have a perspective also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then probably have that conversation with somebody else.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's just a small seed.
You're
That is
planting a
planting small seed.
Yeah.
And maybe over time,
Mm-hmm.
then we have a bigger conversation.
Okay.
Then we have some like a meeting or
Mm-hmm.
and that's how things change.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying, that it's hard for Haiti now, people over
is.
there to
Yeah.
hear our conversation.
Yes.
So
It's hard. Yeah.
but I'm hopeful that by having this conversation over and over and over with different people,
Mm-hmm.
even when I travel there
Mm-hmm.
and have this conversation.
Yes.
So actually, part of my research,
Mm-hmm.
the book that I was in Haiti.
Yeah.
So I traveled to have a conversation with voodoo priests.
Okay.
I have conversation with pastors of
So what
different.
did they tell you, the voodoo priests?
Well, it's mostly.
Give me like an example. Was it like did they say like a big no? We actually do not believe in what you want to teach us, or it got them thinking of
Actually,
this guy is right.
they were more like defending their
belief.
It's not
Okay.
like defending their belief, but defending of what people think about them.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
they were like actually said, no, we're not like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it is. This is what it is. Some stuff I didn't know. They told me that I thought they were worshiping the devil
Yes.
when I was growing up,
Mm-hmm.
but it's only like less than 3%. Like in every religion, people you can use any religion for evil.
Yes.
So, of course, you can have evil voodoo priests
Yes. Yeah.
because it's about money, about power,
Yeah.
about fear. So, even pastors use religion for evil.
Yeah.
So, even priests
Also use it for
use it
evil
for
too.
evil.
Yeah.
So you see all over the news, it's like abuses, sexual abuse, mental abuse. This is evil. It doesn't have to be killing somebody.
Yeah.
You can kill somebody mentally.
That's true.
So any religion, you can use any religion for evil. But it's only, of course, there is some part of voodoo that people use for evil. But it's too small to be, people think it's all voodoo. All voodoo is evil.
Yeah. Hi guys, so if you're just joining us, I'm with Wilson, the author of the book, The Burden of Religion in Haiti, a call for revolution. So if you're just joining us, we are diving deep into the book and I'm kind of asking him tons of questions here. So stay tuned for that. But my other question is how much influence had the missionary had back, I would say in the 80s in Haiti, in when they kind of like brought the religion and all that. How much influence was it? Did everyone had to believe, or were there still some pocket of other people who still wanted to practice, their own religion?
So first, I say Catholicism came first.
Yeah.
I was back with Christopher Columbus.
Okay.
So there was a priest called Bartolome de las Casas.
Uh-huh.
So he came back in.
This sounds Spanish.
Yeah, he was Italian.
Oh, okay.
So he came, and they have like a few priests from Spain, and actually I think he was from Spain.
Okay.
So either from Spain or Italy somewhere.
Yeah.
But he came trying to convert the slave.
Okay.
So into submission, into the will of God. So some of them even had slaves themselves. Actually, most of them had slaves themselves. So, and then when we were like free from the French, so that's when the Protestant came. Back 1806, 1804.
So they all came to do their own.
They all to do
they had their own agenda.
their own agenda. So Haiti was considered like dark because of voodoo or just because they are black.
So they thought they could change.
They could change.
Yeah.
They could change people. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why they came with what I call missionary medicine, missionary school, missionary everything, so that they can convert people. So, and that's had a lot of influence because you can use poverty to do your spiritual agenda. So
that is true. Yeah, I think nowadays it's tough. People are willing to do,
but what happened was
Yeah.
that's what I call in the book a dual Christianity, like riding two horses. So the Haitian wouldn't let their culture go like voodoo,
Yes. Yeah.
but they want to be also known as Christian.
That is really difficult to do.
So this is difficult. That's why
Yeah.
they're fighting.
Yeah.
They're fighting themselves. Actually, they're fighting their identity.
Yes, it is. It's definitely difficult. So then my next question is, how is kind of like your relationship with God now?
For me personally,
Yes,
that's
for you
great.
personally.
Yeah,
It's good. Yeah.
yeah.
So you're not. I think with I believe that before the book, everything was more clear, and then it was more clear to kind of like write the book and things like that. So you didn't. My question is, you didn't see God as distant anymore, correct?
Correct. I mean, I had a wrong, I had a bad picture of God actually because
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
what I've been taught in
mm-hmm.
what they call vocational Bible school,
Okay.
I was taught by missionary. So
Yes.
they had these pictures of African king
Mm-hmm,
killing missionaries, uh, and they portray God as like that stern judge gonna judge you, send you to
mm-hmm,
hell.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So that's a scary God.
Yeah.
So this is the picture of God that I had.
Yes. Yeah.
So God need to be, you need to be scared.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So, and I didn't know God was good
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
uh, or anything like that. So my picture of God was really wrong.
Yes. Yes.
So, and you know, if you're afraid of somebody, there's no way your relationship with somebody will be good. Everything you do,
I know. Will
you will do
definitely
it.
be.
You'll do
Yes.
it out of
Because the
fear.
fear of, yeah, of doing that.
Yeah.
I think that I have that other chapter when you talk about fear, and you mention that all three major religious movements in Haiti rely on fear to keep the adherent in check. Um, and you mentioned that the use of fear is so alarming that as a consequence, most Asians suffer from phenomenon called phobophobia.
Hmm.
I didn't know that word even existed. I didn't know it was a word.
Yeah. So you are so
Wow.
afraid that you're even afraid of fear.
Is it even possible
Of
to
course.
be afraid of fear? Wow. And you give like, like a definition. The fear is an anxiety disorder characterized by the intense and irrational fear of experiencing fear of itself. How can you, my question is, how can someone acknowledge or even realize that they are having a phobophobia? Is it possible for someone to realize that, oh, I'm having a fear of fear? Is that possible?
Of course, it's possible, but you may not be aware of it.
Okay.
It's because you're conditioned,
Uh-huh.
you are conditioned to fear.
Okay. Okay.
So, like for example, I knew a pastor
Mm-hmm.
who would not go
Mm-hmm.
to his niece's wedding
Mm-hmm.
because the wedding was at a Catholic church,
Okay.
but he was a Protestant pastor,
Uh-huh.
a Baptist pastor.
Yeah.
So he's so afraid of God that even his social responsibility is out of fear.
So he refused to go to the wedding because of that.
Yep.
Wow.
So that's what religion does to you.
Wow.
So he's so afraid of God.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I think that's say more about
Yeah.
that's not God. That's not, I don't know whose God is
Yeah.
that.
So then, how do you get out of this phobophobia? And also, did you had that at some points? And were you able? I'm assuming that you were able to kind of get out of that anxiety. But how do you even get out of that?
I mean, I was deep in fear.
Mm-hmm.
Fear of going to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Fear not serving God good enough.
Yes.
Fear of doing something that then God gonna strike me.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I fear my dad, and my picture of God is like, hey, he even worse than my dad. so, so everything I do is scrutinized.
Yes.
So I
You're
didn't,
watching your every step.
I didn't pray good enough.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say the right word.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So and then I think that's not living.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
living.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like that, and everything you do, and you think
Mm-hmm.
God is gonna take note,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and God is just waiting for you to make a mistake.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's living in fear.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, but with Jesus is freedom.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So
Do you think that it's because people do not understand the meaning of the meaning of Jesus dying at the cross, that they're still in that fear mode because tons of people do not really understand that sacrifice.
I think it's had to do with a wrong view of God.
Wrong view of God. Mm-hmm.
So, for a lot of people, Jesus and God are two different entities.
Like the Muslim belief,
But Jesus is the good God.
Mm-hmm.
But God, the Father, that's
Is a mini
is a meaning. That's the one you should be afraid.
Yeah.
But that's not what the Bible says.
Yeah.
If Jesus said that if you see me, you see the Father,
Mm-hmm.
how could you say Jesus is good, but
And
God
then
the Father is mean?
Yes. Yeah.
You know,
Doesn't make sense.
doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
This is what people have trouble with reconciling.
Mm-hmm. That view,
like
both of them are the same.
Like
Yes. Yeah.
Jesus will say, "Don't turn the other cheek,"
Yes.
but God will strike that other cheek. That's you cannot have.
Yes.
That's people's main
Actually,
problem.
if God struck you with the other cheek, I don't think you should. I think you'll be dead because he's so strong. I don't think anyone will survive.
Yeah, but the thing is that
even raising his hand, I think you'll just disappear.
yeah, but God won't even strike. That's the problem.
Exactly. Yes, he won't do that.
No.
And one of the things that you mentioned, you said that in some cases, religious teachings and beliefs can contribute to the fear of fear. Do you think that back in Haiti, there are still some people who are, the teachings and their beliefs, kind of, contribute to the fear of fear?
Still
happening?
100%.
Wow.
Every Monday, every Sunday sermon,
Mm-hmm.
it's about fearing God.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
But it's a way to control people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I have. I think I have a paragraph on bully pulpits. So those are the pastors who use Sundays, Sunday morning to bully people. So
Why did you do the night before?
even doing communion,
Yes.
what was supposed to be a celebration of Jesus' death
Dying at the cross. Yes.
no, but it's they use it to bully you.
Yeah.
Actually, I've been in church where people they won't give them communion if they know you did something.
Yes. Oh wow. Yeah. So then, how do you get out of that fear of fear? How can you take a break from that? Is it possible? I'm assuming that it is possible to to take control of yourself and get away from the phobophobia.
It's possible, but how do you view God? That's the main question you should ask yourself. How do you see God?
So so what you're saying is, if my view of God changed, so then I'll be able to overcome the fear of fear.
Yes, but don't follow. I'm not saying that to take people out of their religion.
Yes, yeah.
But don't just follow a system of beliefs. Jesus did not call you into a new religion.
Yeah.
He just said, "Follow me."
Mm-hmm.
That's all you have to do. Just follow Jesus.
Yes.
He didn't call you to do all these ceremonies, all of this thing.
No,
He just said, "Follow me."
Yeah.
Once you do that, and then let him be your God. So, if you knew if Jesus is who he said he was,
Yeah.
so there is no reason to fear.
There is
no reason to fear.
Wow, that is kind of really, amazing. What would you say was, positive for you when you move in the U.S.?
The biggest change actually for me was when I went to the church I'm part of, and I kept hearing every Sunday, every sermon, questioning my beliefs, questioning what I knew, what I've been hearing in Haiti. What I thought it was true and completely true, but but evidence and historical evidence and analysis said, hey, no, maybe what you knew is not what it is.
Actually, yeah.
So different perspectives, different sermons changed me
Yeah, yeah,
and changed my view of God.
yeah,
I think the biggest difference for me is my view of God.
yeah,
That
yeah,
changed everything.
yeah. Have you preached and from now on you kind of changing compared to what you used to preach before? Has that changed?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Actually, I went on a mission trip in Mexico,
Okay.
and the pastor there called me to do my testimony. Like, hey, how did you come to Jesus?
That's the basic testimony.
Yeah.
101. Yeah.
And then I end up
Mm-hmm.
doing the sermon.
Okay.
He didn't even preach after all because he kept asking me questions, and that was the sermon.
Mm-hmm.
Then I talk about my view of God, how I used to see God.
Yes. Yeah.
And I talk about my relationship with my dad. It was something personal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and then how I changed and how
Mm-hmm.
I see God differently,
Mm-hmm.
and that changed everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
Yeah. Has your relationship with your dad changed then?
yes.
Yeah, since
But
your view of God is totally different.
actually, something good happened. It
Uh-huh.
took me like 20 something years to let it go
Okay.
because I
Wow.
could not, because I
That's
was not
part of
free.
you. Mm-hmm.
I was not free.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
not free. So I went to Haiti,
Yeah.
and I have a friend who has a church. He invited me to preach on Sunday. I
Mm-hmm.
did,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the same thing I keep repeating over and over, because this is the point I need to make that
Yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one person will agree with me, maybe one person will hear something different.
Yes.
So, but my dad was there,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when our relationship changed, actually, for the
Mm-hmm.
better.
Okay. Wow. So did he acknowledge that, oh yes, you're right? That maybe some of his preaching were not, a little bit different compared
Actually,
to what
it's
you
not
believe.
mostly his preaching. It was actually my relationship with him,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the fear.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think we patch that, and then
Mm-hmm.
everything else falls into place.
Yeah.
So
It is hard for parents to kind of acknowledge,
yeah,
certain things.
no, especially in our culture,
Uh-huh.
you're not wrong.
Uh-huh.
Especially if you're the parent.
My
Nah,
grandma used to tell me, she's like, I cannot change. Take me as I am. And my grandpa said the same thing too, because, to be honest, we kind of expect people, because the way we talk about evolving in different things, we evolve in different things. We expect parents in return to do the same. But I guess he just says, oh, they're always right, they cannot apologize and all that. Frustrating at times, to be honest.
sure.
Frustrating at times. Wow,
Yeah.
that's really, really amazing. I've heard that some people say that when they study theology, sometimes it kind of might rub you the wrong way, because sometimes, they might not really believe in the Holy Spirit and all that, because everything is all about theology. Is it true?
It depends on where you go.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
most seminaries,
Mm-hmm.
they're like denominational.
Okay.
So if you Baptist
Yeah.
and you go to a Church of God seminary,
Mm-hmm.
then you probably will have an issue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if you're a Church of God, you go to a Baptist
Yes.
seminary,
Yeah.
then you have conflict of beliefs.
Okay.
So, but if you open,
Uh-huh.
that's the key. If
Yeah.
you open to hear perspective,
Mm-hmm.
you may probably not change your beliefs,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but at least,
Mm-hmm.
but I know some people who went seminary who went crazy, actually,
Mm-hmm.
because their belief system just went
I
sideways.
believe, because I have a friend who studied, and she said that, we're talking about the Holy Spirit, and it was a little bit different for her to kind of like change her views, because she said that as she was studying, yeah, some of the things that they mentioned. We talk about miracles and all that.
Yeah, but the mistake a lot of people make when they go to seminaries or theology school,
Mm-hmm.
they they go there with a pre-knowledge of their beliefs. Like, I know something about God. I know about the Holy Spirit. So whatever the teacher or whatever the class I'm taking, I'm just gonna compare with what I know.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go with an open mind, like, okay,
No, you need to have an open mind.
I have an open mind. I don't know anything.
Okay.
Like, I don't know anything. I'm here to learn.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe that
Mm-hmm.
you do better if you
Mm-hmm.
actually come with your set of beliefs
Okay.
and try to challenge everybody in the class or challenge every teacher. Like, hey,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because I've seen that in classes where some guys try to challenge the teacher, and then
They fell hard.
they fell hard because evidence doesn't point out to
Yeah.
to what you say, and then you're just like, maybe I was wrong, but
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's better to
Mm-hmm.
to say,
have an
hey,
open
have an
mind.
open mind. Say, okay,
Yeah.
maybe I don't know anything,
Wow.
but that's why we go to school for anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right, we're gonna change gear a little bit. We're gonna talk about, kind of like your time here in the U.S. and all that. But I'm kind of curious to know, um, did you have like a different perspective when you moved to the U.S.? Did you knew what you wanted to do, and you were like, I'm just gonna do this and that, or has that really changed over the years as you lived here?
no, I knew the only thing I knew that, hey, I need to learn something.
Okay. Okay.
So, but since I was a kid, I used to play with tools. My dad always has a bunch
Mhm.
of radios, a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
stuff broken,
Yeah.
trying to fix
Mm-hmm.
bicycle, motorcycles.
Yes.
So I said, hey, I'm probably good with my hands. I need something like technical.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What you can do.
so I study computer science and stuff like that, and do hardware. I build computers, do networking.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want to do. But I had no reason to go to theology until
Yeah.
a sermon that I heard and said, hey, maybe I need to.
What is this guy talking
Yeah.
about? Wow. But then, so what's your definition of success then? And would you say that, everything that, you have maybe planned for, everything kind of came into fruition as of now?
I can say, yes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still getting, I mean, you never stop learning.
Yes.
If you do, then
Yeah.
you're as good as dead.
Yes.
So you always strive to learn something new.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you'll be behind.
Mm-hmm.
But that, of course, you have goals and plans, and your family
Mm-hmm.
going up, and then
Yeah.
you can say some of them are successful,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
I had also some failures that I learned from, and so
Yeah.
you have to go. You cannot just say, okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm done. No,
Yeah.
but you have to keep striving.
Yeah. How do you overcome your failures?
Uh,
For someone who is, kind of like wondering, because, living in a different country is hard. People don't say that is enough, but as long as you have a good system, you can make it. But sometimes if you're on your own, it can be definitely hard. So we talk about the win, which is good, but how can you overcome some of the different failures, though?
so this is really like life. This is really living.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you don't fail,
Yeah.
then
not gonna
you're
learn.
not going to learn
Or
anything.
you're not gonna leave. Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's okay to fail,
Yes.
but don't just say, okay, just okay, I give up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had a friend who opened a small shop
Mm-hmm.
and said, well, it's not working. I don't sell anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then said, okay, I want to close shop. I want to
Yes.
say, okay, sure, but she said, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. I'm not doing anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not, I mean, you can
That's not
close.
the way
That's
to
not the
do
way
it.
to do it.
Yes,
You
that's not
can,
the way to do it.
sure, you have to be smart. Okay, hey, okay,
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm going to close it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, but don't say, okay, I'm done for life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you have to use that. What did I do wrong? Did I choose
Exactly.
the wrong product? So did I
Mm-hmm.
had the wrong concepts?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you start over.
Yeah.
So, I mean, strategy for this, it's, hey,
It's definitely like
it's
starting
different.
over
It's
and
starting
over
over. Yeah.
and make sure that
But
you try. But
this is how you get
also have
experience.
that good support system to kind of like help you along the way.
Yeah, but sometimes you look for that support system, it's not there.
Exactly. Yeah.
But that's how people get discouraged. But still,
Mm-hmm.
it's a mindset thing, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you want to succeed, you will.
That is true. If you want to succeed, you will succeed. So don't get discouraged. Wow. So what do you want people to kind of like, if there is one or two things that they need to kind of like understand or keep about the book, what could be those things?
Keep asking questions about God. Keep asking questions. Keep an open mind.
Mm-hmm.
So don't blindly follow
Yeah.
a rituals, a religious system.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The only you only have to follow Jesus.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
you need people around you. Yes, you need
Mm-hmm.
a community. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
you cannot do this alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there is no. You cannot be a Christian alone or a follower of
Yes,
Christ
you
alone.
need a community.
You need a
to be able to
community.
do that. Yeah.
But don't fall into the trap of religion
Mm-hmm.
because it's not about the rituals. It's not about the process. It's a call. Jesus, it's a call to follow Him.
Yes.
So you do that
Yeah.
differently than doing a religion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Wow, that's amazing. So thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed our conversation. This is a really, really good book, The Burden of Religion in Haiti, A Call for Revolution by Wilson Maceno. I hope I'm saying your name right.
that's right.
Yeah, so get the book. Where can they get the book if they're kind of like interested of getting the book? Where can they get the book?
So it's everywhere online. Like
Okay.
every major distributor
Amazon, they can get it on Amazon.
can get it on Amazon. Can get it actually anywhere in the world.
Wow.
So
So is there a translation for the book coming up soon? Because we have English right now. Is there French
so
coming
there
up?
is a French and a Creole translation coming up. So in the
Ooh,
next month
wow.
or so. So
French and Creole. Wow, that's amazing. I can't really. I have actually one question. We talk about the religion and all that, and we talk about people changing their mindset for them to be able to see God differently. So would you say that for people who have not been to school, it will be a little bit difficult for them to grasp what you're trying to what you're trying to talk about?
so actually, God revealed Himself differently to different people,
Mm-hmm.
different ways.
Yeah.
So even if you not have been to school, so there's also if you're able to hear,
Mm-hmm.
you can change.
Yes.
So you don't have to read the book. I mean, if you cannot read the book, but you can hear,
Mm-hmm.
so you can hear different perspectives. So if you can hear, so you can change.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not about reading or about understanding, but
Mm-hmm.
if you listen to other people, listen to other perspectives, but it might take you longer because a bit longer because you have to process.
Because you talk about 20 years for your journey.
Yes,
Yes.
it's especially religious beliefs. Those are
Yes.
not easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can teach you to wash your hands. I can teach you to do healthy thing, but religion,
Because it is part of your identity.
yeah,
though.
religion is different because that's part of you, and that
yes,
it's hard to change.
it is. Yeah. So you mentioned, being back home and going to church with your dad. So actually, you didn't practice voodoo, right?
No.
Okay. But I was gonna say, what is one thing that you do? You see that it is something that people kind of like to do in the practice of voodooism. Like one thing that is not of you know worshiping any spirit, but people are enjoying doing that because
ESM, Maradio.
More like a community thing.
okay, community thing.
So we have something called a laku. A
Okay.
laku is like a gathering place, like could be 2 or 3 houses in the same area, in the same
Mhm.
location.
Yes.
So these people, it's a mutual. They help each other grow.
Yeah.
They help each other with everything.
Mhm.
So actually, it's more voodoo is more of a community than any other religious system that I see.
Mhm. Mhm.
So the mutual understanding, the mutual help
Yes.
they get from each other
Mhm.
is big.
Mhm.
So it's better than any other religion. So
Okay.
it's more than a religion. It's just like a community.
So it's more about like a community mindset, helping each other out, and all that.
Yes.
Okay.
So can they do that while following Jesus?
Mhm.
Do they have to lose that identity?
Mhm.
I think that's what Christianity wants them to
That's
do.
the big question.
So they want them to lose their identity
Mhm. Mhm.
and then to follow Christ.
No,
But can
but
they follow Christ while keeping their identity?
to be honest, um, if we are getting the understanding that voodooism is all about culture. You can follow Jesus and keep that culture, keep that community. But if other people are viewing it as practice and spirit chant and all that, then you can't keep that and be a follower of Jesus, right?
So, like,
This is a question.
okay. See, if you look at the Gospels,
Yes.
so all Jesus' ministry, the apostle.
Mhm.
So when they encounter somebody,
Mhm.
this is what most Haitian Protestants get wrong about
Okay.
conversion.
Okay.
So they want you to leave and then come. And you leave your old ways,
Mhm.
leave everything,
Yeah.
and then come.
Yeah.
Until you leave, you cannot come with us. So a pastor will have trouble see like a prostitute in his church
Mhm.
because you didn't leave your prostitution first.
Mhm. Mhm.
Or a smoker,
Okay.
or somebody who drink wine or alcohol.
Mhm.
You have to leave this first.
Mhm.
But that's not the way of the gospel, though.
Mhm.
So you come and then you change. It's not that you change first.
Because you cannot change on your by
No,
yourself. You
exactly.
can't. Yeah.
I think we get it wrong.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
we tell people to change and then come,
So
that's
the
not the
way
Jesus
the
way.
way will be to let people come.
Let them come and then let the Spirit change them.
Yes. It
You
makes sense.
you come and then you change, but
Yeah.
it takes time.
Yeah.
Everybody is different.
Yes. Yes.
So you want me to leave? If I smoke and you want me to quit smoking and then come, I will never come because it would take me like 10 years to quit smoking.
Exactly.
And I will never come.
Because it's hard.
It's hard. So,
Yeah.
but
We are not saying that guys that we are smoking.
a lot of
We are assuming that it is hard to quit smoking.
but if you don't let them come
Mm,
while they smoke,
exactly. Yeah.
let the Spirit take that cigarette away. It's not like okay,
We are not God. We are
we're
not
not
the Holy
God.
Spirit for us to change them. Yeah. Yeah.
So
It does make sense.
that's
Okay.
that's
So your
also
strategy will be to let people come into the church. We welcome them. We let them be part of the church, and as they acknowledge and as they take Jesus into their heart as the Lord or Savior, the Holy Spirit will be the one to make the changes
Make
in
the
them,
changes as
and
they
then
see you,
they will leave
you
you
know,
alone.
as they see you, what you do, how do you act.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
it's change take times, and then they'll see it, they'll change. But it's following Jesus isn't about behavior.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a behavioral change.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, all these disciples would not even be his disciple.
Exactly.
You know,
Because there were
because there are some of them were different characters. You know,
definitely different characters.
so
Yeah.
otherwise Jesus would not
Mhm.
take. Wouldn't have any disciple. Of course, if you
That
tell
is
Peter
true.
to change,
Mm-hmm.
or the Zebedee brothers to
Yeah.
change,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, this guy would not.
Yeah.
Even with Jesus, they said, "Hey, let's burn this, let's let's burn this town." You know. So it's not about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't change people.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the spirit to change people.
Yes. That is
So
true.
let them come.
Mm-hmm.
Let them come. Let them come, and then they will change.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't like your voodooism or your voodoo is with the behavior,
Mm-hmm.
then you'll never come or you'll never change because you don't even let him come.
So
So
do you think that's what the church back in Haiti need to do
that's that exactly.
in order for them to kind of like change the mindsets and not judge them or anything like that. But some of them are actually doing the other one that you mentioned, voodoo, the practice of the devil, the witchcraft, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you have a church in Haiti, let your people come in so the Holy Spirit can change them. That would be the message.
That would be the message.
Yes.
So I would have, you see, some pastors would not go to a voodoo ceremony because they think they wouldn't want people to see them there. Jesus would go.
Yes, yes. I think it's also the way we see ourselves and pride. Sometimes, you're like, why would I go there?
So this
So
guy,
what the thing that I know about Jesus, why would I go there?
but this guy invited Jesus to his house for dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
This guy was not a follower of Jesus.
No,
He was not even following God.
Yeah, yeah,
So why did Jesus go? Because he,
yeah, yeah.
So if you don't go, how would they know?
Yes, yeah. If they don't want to mingle.
If you don't want to mingle, how would they know? Because they won't come to your church to hear you behind a microphone.
Exactly.
They won't come because they want, But you talking to them in church. They're not there
Yes.
because you want to let them in.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Good conversation. The Burden of Religion in Haiti, a Call for Revolution by Wilson Maceno. So guys, I hope you like the conversation. Wow, we talked for like an hour. Wow. So I hope you like the conversation. If you have any question, if you want to be in the podcast, The Voice of Immigrant, we talk about everything. We talk about everything here. So if you want to be on the podcast, let us know. Reach out to us on Facebook, on our ESM media page, and we will make sure to, reach out to you and have those conversations. But yes, these are hard conversations that we need to have, and sometimes people do not want to have them. And I'm glad because I think I learned a lot about your culture and the Asian
Sure.
culture, I believe, because also some of my view has changed now.
good.
Yes. So now, whenever I have this conversation with other people, I think I will have more confidence to talk about certain things because I know that, I think I've heard it in the book. And again, I know that you have done the tons of research.
Sure, thank you.
Yes.
So if you have a question for me, you can
Yes.
reach out to Odelia, and if I can answer it,
Yeah.
let me know. So
I think we will bring some people here to have like a big conversation because this is, we want other people to kind of like have their, to know what they're, thinking about and see, because I know tons of people are thinking differently when it comes to that. Like whenever I met you, I'm like, what is that book about? How dare he? and plus, the picture is giving it away. I see, people in chains. I see the cross. I see, I'm like, what is that book about?
Exactly. It's supposed to open a conversation.
It's supposed to open a conversation. I see it now. It's supposed to open a conversation. So I think I'm glad, I took the time to, I didn't read the whole thing, but I took the time to read some of it, and I can't wait to, dive deep into the other part of it.
Read the conclusion.
Read the conclusion?
Yeah, I can read it on your time.
Yes. All right. I'll read it, but I will definitely.
That will answer most of your questions.
But it was very interesting when you said the chapter is called Let My People Go.
Yes.
Can you wanna maybe touch a little bit on that?
So I think the religious system
Okay.
keep them in chain. Like you've been a slave to religion. It's like they've been a slave to religion. So let them go. It's like let them be in their culture and serve God. You can serve God in your culture. It's about dresses. It's about musical instrument. Let them use whatever they want to praise God. It doesn't have to be westernized. Everything doesn't have to be westernized. So that thing.
So how did you even came up with that? I mean, of course we hear let my people go from, but how did you even thought about, having that title for that chapter?
Yeah, that's because I see religion as a people are like a slave to religion. So I know people who are scared because are scared to take communion because of what they did the night before or something. I think that's.
Do you think that maybe why they were maybe bringing a little bit of fear and all that is because people will be kind of entitled to I don't know, go do different things and go do crazy things and then come back and feel like everything is okay?
No, I don't do crazy. I'm free, but I don't do crazy things. But there's something about freedom, though. You might be free to do what you want, but there's a cost to that. You have to know. If you're following Jesus, you know what freedom is. It's not freedom to do whatever you want. But it's free from religious system. That's the main thing. I'm not. You're not gonna break the law. But you cannot be.
You're free to be
I'm not
yourself.
going to be enslaved to your
to the
religious beliefs.
Western religion, yes. Yes. Okay, now we are done. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the conversation. This is Odelia for the Voice of Immigrants, and I hope everyone will have a good weekend, and we will see you another time.
Across the mountains, voices echo. With every step, their soul, comme Israël, autrefois perdu dans la nuit. Dieu est descendu, il leur a montré la lumière. Il faut juste croire. Il faut juste croire, il te relèvera, il te libérera. Oh, il l'a fait pour Israël, il le fera encore. Haïti, relève-toi que l'espoir commence. Il faut juste croire.